What makes relationships last?
Our relationship has had its ups and downs, but what we've found is good communication holds everything together.
We decided to dedicate time every week to not only strengthen our relationship, but stimulate personal growth.
Strong relationships are built on strong communication.
Welcome to Date Night Conversations.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Date Night Conversations. I'm Chantel.
And I'm Greg.
And guys, in this video, Greg and I are going to ask each other 3 random questions we have never asked each other before.
So guys, these Date Night Conversations just make you think on a different level. So everything we've been through in the week, just your regular day-to-day life, these questions just take you away from that.
It does. Gives you a different headspace, and sometimes that's just needed for interpersonal growth.
Yeah, it puts you in a different place mentally.
And I think it's a good thing. It's a healthy thing, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
I look forward to it. I love the questions.
Mind exercise.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It makes you think thoughts you wouldn't have thought otherwise.
Absolutely.
And there's something, you feel like you grow. Like you're learning something new when you do that. Even learning something about yourself, learning something about your partner.
Yeah.
And we're learning something about you guys.
Which is so awesome. I love that part. Because it just makes us connect better on such a platform like YouTube.
100%. So when you guys respond to the questions, you leave your answers in the comments below. And we've gotten to know a lot of you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Like, some of the stories are amazing.
Yeah, I was telling a viewer, I'm like, you know what? Like, interacting with you when we're able to meet up one day, because I feel like that would be a really strong possibility. It'd be like we're not meeting for the first time, but we're playing catch up.
Yeah, because there's so much stuff that you already know.
Yeah, it's just like catching up on what we've missed or the episodes.
Putting a person to all that.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that's so wild. But I think it would be so amazing at the same time, and I would love the opportunity to connect with a lot of people on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so you ready to get into it? I'm excited.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get into it. All right, babe, so you got question 1.
Oh, that's right. I'm up.
You're the first.
All right. Question 1. Are you a cat person or a dog person?
Oh my goodness, you're gonna start off easy. I'm 100% a dog person, but not to the point where it's like I'm looking at dogs all the time. I want a dog really bad. If I were to choose out of the 2, dog over cat. I had a cat. It was terrible. Terrible experience for my cat lovers. My cat was so wild. People would come over to my house. Like friends.
This
back
was before
in the day.
me. I never met this cat.
Way before Greg. Yeah. Little story for you guys. So I got the cat as a kitten, and I named the cat Tiger. Okay. And sure did act like one. That's all I'm gonna say. So I would have friends come over to the house, and they'd just be chilling on my couch, and their hand would just be on the armrest, and the cat would just come out of nowhere and jump on their head like, oh my gosh, what's that? Like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. The cat would behave like that. They're like, where did it come from? The cat was seriously crazy, guys. So
where did it come from?
In the house, it probably strolled in there.
No, I mean, you got it as a kitten. Do you know where it came from?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I got it from a friend that I went to elementary and high school with.
Okay, like her cat had kittens.
Her cat had kittens. And I heard that because another friend got a cat from that litter. Yeah. And so did someone else. And I heard that all 3 cats were like, there was something wrong with them. Oh, yeah, one more thing about the cat. It always peed all over the house.
Oh, no.
And that's a smell.
Was it a boy?
Yep.
Okay, Tiger. I have a similar story.
Okay, what's yours?
Okay, if I'm a cat person or a dog person, I like animals. Cats, just like you said, the cat has to be a really perfect, nice cat to want to have a cat. I think just the dog being more trainable, and you can sort of pick a breed that has certain
qualities and things like that.
What's the word? I like certain temperament. Certain you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And so certain breeds you can find more what it is you're looking for. Where a cat is like
you get what you get and you don't get upset.
I think there's more randomness in cats because your cat could be the calmest little lap cat, live its whole life indoors, and then it looks outside and sees a squirrel and starts making funny sounds like it wants to get that squirrel. Like, why do you want that squirrel so bad? You sound crazy right now.
Yeah.
But that's a cat. I feel like dogs can be more trained. Now, sorry, I gotta share my story.
Yeah.
So my sister brought home a cat. I think it was supposed to be, Mom, I got you a cat for Mother's Day, but Mom doesn't want a cat or anything to do with the cat.
So she used that line as a...
I can't remember. I think,
win your mom over to let her have the cat?
I think it was more jokingly.
Okay.
So
but your mom was okay with her bringing the cat home?
Well, we ended up with it. But here, the thing is, it's where the cat came from. It was a barn cat. So one of the cats at the farm, and this is my mom's farm. My sister would help them up there, and one of the cats had kittens, and she just brought one home.
Okay.
So here, Mom, happy. My mom's birthday is at Mother's Day, so they're always like.
It's on Mother's Day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Like they fall within days of each other.
Okay.
So I think my sister brought my mom a cat for Mother's Day. Anyways, the cat, we ended up keeping it, and she called it Sandy, and the thing was like you described. He would get so violent sometimes, where you just, I'm doing my homework, and I've got like a pen going, and I'm not paying any attention. Wham! He's just gonna come at me like full force. Like he'll hit that pen, and he'll grab on and start kicking with his back feet. Like he's biting, just pupils fully dilated, black eyes with his ears back. And, like he was,
oh my gosh,
serious. Like this wasn't like just a playful thing. He was trying to like kill that pencil or the pen that I was holding. So I'm getting clawed. Like I have to throw him off.
Yeah.
Because he'll just come right back like he's ready to get you.
No.
Yes.
No.
Like, will you
that's
stop?
Like, that's too much. You know what would get my cat? Water. Like, all right, let's go.
We tried everything, man. He would like go plant himself and just get ready to get you again. Like,
why?
He was crazy. So here's the worst part. He was also cuddly. So you're sitting on the couch and he'll come up to you, and you can just tell by his demeanor, he's in a good mood right now. And he'll like cuddle with you, and he's rubbing up and purring like, oh, you pet the cat, and he's being nice. As soon as you hear him stop purring, you have to hide your hands. Sit on your hands, man. He's gonna get them. If his tail starts doing a little flick thing, you're like, oh, you screwed. Seriously, you watch his pupils, they go black. Like, what is going on? He's possessed. I swear,
is that really what you think?
I thought he was possessed. Cat? Like there was something in the house that it was in that cat. So you have to, if you got a sweater, like tuck your hands in, man, because he's gonna have it. He's gonna have it out right now. That happened. So my sister had a friend over, and the cat comes up to her, and he's being all cuddly, and he hops up on her lap, and she's petting him. Cat's tail starts going to this flicky thing. You're like, oh shoot, stop petting him, stop petting him. She's like, what? I'm like, seriously, put your hand down slow. And she's like, what? And she made a move, and the cat went for her.
Oh my
like,
goodness.
I had to run and grab him. Yeah.
That might have just, she
like,
almost had a heart attack.
You have to grab him by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah, pull its face back. Like,
you gotta get him.
So it looks, oh
Holy
my gosh, no.
Yeah, like that's the only way.
Yeah.
And then you like get him out of the room and shut the door. But it was that bad.
Why do you think they act that way?
I have no idea. So one time my grandma comes in the house, and he just attacks her leg. He came out of nowhere, just went bang, like gave her a good swat and ran out the door. And so we had to make sure my grandma was okay, because
you smoked your
well, because you know they get cellulitis when they get infections easy from like cat scratches and things.
Oh yeah.
Right. So we want to make sure she was all right. And then they actually brought the cat in for psychiatric evaluation.
What happened? That's what I'm getting to.
He was sane. I'm like, there's no way.
Stop. You all look crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, no. How is that even possible? You take the cat home, live with the cat, and come back and tell me that cat is sane. And imagine if the doctor did.
We were all like, what?
Oh my gosh, babe. Imagine if the doctor did though.
Oh my god.
Took the cat home, brought it back, and acted the same way. He's like, no. Just a little aggressive bugger.
It's just... what if he was just being possessed and then he was out and about and everything would be okay?
Gosh, guess we'll never know.
But yeah, we had to give him up.
Because he was too...
So he went up for adoption.
Because he was too aggressive?
Yeah. Because it was seriously, he's hurting people. It's not okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my bro...
Oh, there's more.
My brothers, if you're sleeping and you have like your foot can be seen through the blanket.
Oh no, you're done?
You'll wake your ass up.
Okay. I want to know the name of the veterinarian that said your cat was sane. I need the name and telephone number. Honest to goodness, I have some questions to ask. I really do. Like, don't you guys? Like, who is this?
But maybe the cat was legit possessed.
So...
It was a creepy house, and it was old. I don't know, is that a possibility?
Have you ever wondered if the cat did act like that and the doctor said the cat was just aggressive and the doctor came back with cat scratches? Would you go and get another opinion? Why didn't you guys get a second opinion?
Well, it didn't matter. Because whether he is or not, like, he never got it. Nothing worked. You couldn't just spray him with, like, water to calm his... That's just a challenge. He was aggressive. And I think it's because he was a barn cat. Like, he wasn't a domesticated cat. Like, yeah, okay. So his parents were both barn cats. That's where the whole thing came from. So they weren't house pets at all. And he came from that. Got it. Okay.
All right, yeah, we got to throw it back to the...
Wow, so dog person.
Yeah. Definitely dog person, 100%. All right, guys, we're going to throw the question back to you. Let's read the question one more time. Are you a cat person or a dog person? And if you guys have any funny stories...
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Please.
Yeah, why? With the end why. And if you have a story that goes with that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you guys know what to do. Drop a comment down below.
All right.
All right, babe, you ready to move to question number 2?
Question 2.
Right. Okay. So I'm up. What book do you believe I would benefit most from reading?
I think the book I believe you would benefit most from reading is The Vortex by Abraham Hicks.
Why?
This is me talking out what I got out of reading that book.
Okay.
And it was about relationships with everything. And if you start focusing on the positive aspect of everything, everything becomes more and more beautiful. Anything that you would normally complain about, we were talking about this in a previous video, that when you focus on the opposite, watch how the solution comes quick.
Right.
So this is in relationships, your relationship with people, but your relationship with everything. When you focus on the positive aspect, you start to see more and more, and that's the direction everything goes. And if it's a person, it's that part of the person is what starts showing the most to you. So you see, like, man, that person is so smart, versus, oh man, all they do is like talk. And but if you'll start picking up things that are a positive feature that you notice in them, and that stands out.
Yeah, just always focus on the good till the good gets better.
But I think that book would help you in the way you perceive your relationship with people, things, and
my environment.
Yeah.
I totally want to read that book.
Environment, yes.
So what book do I believe would benefit you
if
you read it? Well, you've read everything. So unfortunately, you get to the books before I do. But I do have this magazine that my acting coach told me to pick up. And it tells you interesting things about science. And I think you may have not have known some of the information in the magazine.
This is a good one.
So I think you might benefit from reading it. And I always kept it because he said always pick up a science magazine and read it like every, 6 months or something like that. Just gives you a different perspective on something.
I think that's a really good one. Because every time those things end up showing up in the house, and I'll keep going back to it because I never do it in order. It's whatever got my mind at that time. Like I don't just read it through. I'm like, I read this article and that article, and I'll just keep
bouncing
going back
from pages to pages.
I haven't read this yet, I haven't read that, and then you start
based on your interest.
But because what you did, you brought it home, and I totally went through that.
So you took it and read it.
Well, I even read that other book of yours about body language. I didn't read the whole book, but I started reading parts of it because it's there and it's.
But how much? I feel like you read a page, like, oh, babe, this would be interesting. Like, how much of it did you read? I had no clue.
The book?
Both of the books. A couple pages or like a chapter?
Well, I don't know like how much I was into because I flipped through it. I didn't read
quite
it.
a bit? Okay, got it.
Pages in. Because the one that was about body language, it would talk about specific postures. And I'm like, oh, what's this one mean? What's that one mean? And so I was learning. It's just like, the same thing, whatever is of interest.
Okay. All right, fair. So you never read the whole book?
No.
But the science magazine, you never read the whole thing?
Probably not.
Okay.
Where is it?
Downstairs in my drawer.
So, Science Magazine.
Yes,
I think it's good because I always find interesting things in those.
you do. And I do too. I'm like really happy that he recommended his students do that. All right.
Okay. You should read The Vortex.
Okay, I will. All right, guys, we're going to throw the question back to you, but let's read it one more time.
So, what book do you believe your partner would benefit most from reading?
Yeah,
Or what book would your partner say you would benefit most from reading?
that's a good one. Or you could even say us.
We would benefit most from reading.
Yeah, like you guys should read this book.
Sure.
That could be one too. All right, guys, yes. So drop a comment down below. All right, so we are moving on to question number 3.
Oh man, last question.
Last question. I like this one. This one we were really
We're talking.
forming some conversation.
Where is your fear of responsibility preventing you from taking the next step?
On the other side, like I don't have fear. I try not to do anything that involves me thinking that I'm afraid. Like, what do I have to...
Fear of responsibility will prevent you from taking the next step.
I don't feel like...
There's a responsibility you just don't want to take on right now. This is why I'm not getting a dog right now. That's a responsibility I do not
But
want
is that a next step that you're gonna, like...
We're gonna get a dog.
Okay, can you read the question again? Sorry.
Where is your fear of responsibility preventing you from taking the next step? I'm just giving a really light one.
Oh.
I think that's fully a thing. Because if you ask me, we've said we're gonna get a dog.
Oh, I think this is like baby planning too. Like we would not have another baby because like we are not going through it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we don't
it's the
have-
responsibility of
Yeah.
in those early stages.
It's like, so we will not be
Man.
moving to the next step with that one.
But I think those are immediate go-tos because I'm sure
Yes.
there's other aspects of your life that could be like really deep.
Yeah.
Where's your fear of responsibility preventing you from taking the next step?
No.
It's really not a fear. But how would you describe it?
I
It's
just
just a
don't-
responsibility I do not want right now.
Right now, we do not need. We're good. We've been there, done that. We're on to
Oh man, it's
different
funny because
things for us.
it's good that we've had pets because when we tell our kids you're not having those pets, we come from a place of experience.
yes.
You are not having those pets.
And I just want you to say it just like that to them. We come from a place of experience, and you're not having.
Yeah, it's not because I don't like the idea. I've had one of those. I know it's gonna happen.
No, they're not getting one. There's no way. Not right now.
I've had a rabbit.
I've had a rabbit.
We both had cats.
That's crazy. Have you ever really thought about the similarities between us? Such
Not
as
like
both
that.
having a rabbit, both having a cat.
I figure that's like things that kids do. It's not as common. I
What's
don't
wrong
know.
with Gregory tonight? No, Greg. There's a lot of parents that would absolutely put their foot down and say, you are not bringing a pet in here. They come from a place with experience.
I wonder how many people say no based on ideas that run in their head or based on friends. They never actually had the experience themselves, but they have some different idea of what that experience could be.
I think there's a ton of people out there like that.
I'm so curious. My mom would never let me have a pet.
Can you please, drop a comment down below if you believe your mom would let you have a pet or would not let you have a pet? I want to know this, guys. Because I'm sure people are like, no, my mom would never let a cat come into our house.
If you're a mom, would you let your child bring a pet into the house? Like just show up with a cat one day, a kitten. Look how cute it is, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, let us know. And give us a like. Because I want to know this.
Where is your fear of responsibility preventing you from taking the next step? I think this can totally relate to people who are looking for like a job promotion. And now they're going to have a whole lot of weight on their shoulders, and the decisions that they make are going to have a serious impact. And so some people having that fear of responsibility end up holding themselves back.
I think it absolutely can go that way. And I think it can go ways that we're not thinking.
Yeah, that's just one that I could think of that. Okay, I don't see one in my own reality right now, like anything serious.
Right. Other than having an additional child.
Yeah, but that's just, it's not a fear.
So I'm sure they can help us out.
We'll ask you guys.
Yeah. So we're reading question one more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is your fear of responsibility preventing you from taking the next step? All right, guys, you know what to do. Drop a comment down below. This was a good episode.
Wow.
We went into some deep conversations. Like we talked for some time.
Yeah. I'm curious the responses we're going to get from our viewers.
Yeah, I am too. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.